do their little things they want you to do. You're running a farm.
Well, games based on farms are never successful.
Exactly. And you're also, of course, collecting monsters to fight other people. Everything you do connects together. You go off in the world, you're fighting other players, you're fighting NPCs, you're fighting for rewards that go in your house, that you can have people over to your town to visit you and your townspeople. And at the same time, the people stuff they give you.
It's every game that's ever been made. Sounds like the game mashup.
The three most playable game ideas put into one, where everything connects together. You only have to play one if you want, but everything goes.
No.
You don't want to play that game?
No. We're already playing that game. No. He's just mad. I know. See, I told you you'd get your feelings hurt. Don't take it out on me. Why don't you like my stupid idea? All right. Next.
I'm Greg from Canada. I'm the idiot who took this panel seriously.
Oh, yeah, there's always the one that doesn't know a single voice. Go ahead.
So I had an idea for a urban fantasy first-person RPG, dark but not overly serious. And the idea is that you get, it's in the city entirely unlike this one, you get drowned into this underground war going on between magic users, and it's got a poetic demonology. I'm boring.
Shadowrun. Thank you for pitching a game that I've already played. But I would like to see the sequel, because god damn it, at the end of the Super NES version, they said coming soon Shadowrun 2 and it never came out! Wow.
Almost lost your water there, Jeff.
Jesus, goddamn data. All right.
Hi, Michael from downtown Canada.
Downtown Canada. I'm from Upper Earth.
So hockey there. After the success of the Batman movies and Batman Arkham Asylum, isn't it about time the Joker got his own game? So it's something to the effect of the Joker taking down Gotham City one do-gooder at a time. The best part being you get to take down all these heroes in terribly ironic little ways.
They do have that code that you can play. You can play it.
Yeah, but it's opposed to a full game instead of the little tiny one on the PS3. For example, you pair up with Catwoman for a little while.
There's a reason they aren't done. I hate to do business is that outside of the people in this movie, most people don't like to be the bad guy. I'm seeing that's not the case with the pitches.
That's just it. It's a bad guy with a strange purpose as opposed to just complete anarchy.
I think we'll see it. I actually think
Exactly, as you say, Dungeon Keeper, but with the Joker as the license.
Yeah,
I'm going to say no.
Well,
I mean,
okay. Let's bump into the next round. I'll ask you a follow-up and tell you why you're not going to win. Okay.
Hi, my name is Dan. This idea was developed over the past couple days when I was palling around with the crew from Destructoid.com. Represent. And this idea, it's, you know, when Michael Jackson was really popular, so they made a video game called Moonwalker.
Sure.
It's like that, but with Lady Gaga.
Yes.
there.
Can you design her outfit?
Brilliant idea.
Walker joke. Okay.
Okay, so my name is Ben. I'm from New York. I say I'm from Canada because that gets a big hand, but I'm not. Yeah. First off, I think that this isn't my idea, but a Pokemon MMO is far overdue. But licensing issues, etc. My original idea was Wii fencing.
Oh.
Like you have a target and you poke stuff. But I was thinking for a larger thing, you could be like conquistadors, trying to take over the Aztecs or whatever, and
Racial genocide as a name. That'll be a big seller.
yeah. But then you could get like an Avatar sort of thing where you try and...
At least those you're oppressing are around a protest.
Right, Apocalypto, but on Nintendo. Yeah, that sounds... You can put Wii in front of anything, it'll lighten it up. It's like,
exactly.
it's like
10 million
Wii, brown
copies.
people kill. Wii imperialism. I can imagine the achievements for that particular game would be...
No.
I like the idea of fencing, though. Okay. Swashbuckle. As a longtime fencer, nobody's going to care about this. It's really hard to do a fencing game because you can't have the block. You don't get the feel of... But anyway.
Because
sorry,
like,
just had to
I'm
stick
a
that in there.
fencer. That's why I came up with the idea.
I guess no.
No. We're going to hear two more, one more from each side. So I'm sorry, those of you that are still in line. You need to sit down. I'm sorry. Sit down. Sit down. I'm sorry, we don't have enough time. We've got to get to the second round. All right. On the right.
Yeah, I'm Scott from New York, and my idea is Grand Theft Time Machine. So the basic idea is you can change time whenever you want. So basically you could like go back in time, maybe, you know, marry Dr. Quinn, that is the moment. Then jump to the future, maybe, you know, bring Abraham Lincoln and Napoleon along. You know,
Let me get this straight. You have a time machine, and the best thing you can think of to do with it is nail Dr. Quinn medicine.
First panel, but it totally
Scott. Yeah. If I'm stepping on your fantasy, Scott,
Dr. Quinn medicine.
I might pick someone a little different. No.
You cannot make your game.
Bring it home.
Last pitch.
All right. I'm Brian from Jersey. My game idea is a God of War style action game where our main
God of
hero...
War not already action? I'm just curious. Okay, go ahead.
But it's in the style of that. But the main character is just a normal guy like one of us, except he gets sucked into a fantasy world when a pint of Guinness spills all over his game system. So he's forced to contend with cliche Japanese-style characters, storylines, and his goal is to get the hell out of the game before the power goes out.
Or your Xbox Red Rings and
Captain,
Or that too.
together.
like Captain End and the Guinness.
Yeah, this is already a game minus the drunk. Right? Wasn't it a game called Comic Zone or something?
Yes!
Possibly.
No. All right. Everyone who we said yes to before, get back in line. And if you start pitching something wrong or different, we'll remember because we wrote a whole bit. So, everyone that we said yes to is on this one. That's amazing. Okay, here we go. All right, so what was your game again?
The Joker?
Oh, yes, the villain one. Yeah.
This is your baby.
Well,
Jeff. You go.
I'm pretty sure within the next couple of years you'll see a villain protagonist. The fact is that they've tried them in the past and they haven't been commercially successful because most normal people play to escape and be the hero and fulfill the fantasy, and most people's social behavior doesn't want them to do bad things.
Yeah. Well, with God of War and Dante's Inferno, that line seems to blur a little bit more each and every day.
Yeah, see, there are ones that,
And they don't sell.
I love to.
but he's talking. The Joker is a modern day world that we're supposed to identify with, and your job is to blow up banks and.
Well, that just it. It'd be, you take down the heroes just in gruesome ways. Like, for example, Catwoman, he shoots her, paralyzes her, Barbara Gordon style, covers her in catnip and cat food. And it culminates with him sneaking to the Batcave and using the weapons against Batman himself. Maybe runs him over with his own Batmobile.
But then what? So how do your scenarios for killing heroes are way too detailed?
But
I just don't see a good end game to that. Like, well, if everyone's dead, I win.
Well, that's just it. Spoiler alert. It could all be
Everything is in
dream
utter chaos.
What a dream.
You've defeated Batman, you've killed everyone in Gotham, everything's burning, and then what? You're the Joker, you just jerk off and cry and
Conan the Destroyer style.
Okay, we have enough information to make a determination.
Thank you.
All right.